Hi, welcome to our channel of IGNOU Audiobooks, Indira Gandhi National Open University, School of Health Sciences, SOHS, Diploma Programs. Diploma in Nursing Administration, DNA. BNS 01 to Management of Educational Institute, Hospital and Community. Block 1 Administration of Educational Institute. Unit 3 Student Welfare Services. 3.0 Objectives. After studying this unit, you should be able to enumerate the golden rules for promoting physical and mental health, state the various health services provided to students, ensure the annual medical examination of the students, define the guidance and counseling, formulate the objectives of guidance and counseling program, recognize the need for counseling for the students, promote students' welfare, develop ability in organizational technique and committee procedure, and initiate and support the student for social, cultural, and professional activities. 3.1 Introduction. Student welfare is an integral part of the total program and is of vital importance. It covers the physical and mental well-being of the students. Such needs of the students are partly met by facilities provided in hostel and partly through an active and adequate student health, guidance and counseling service and opportunities for recreational and cultural and religious activities. In the following sections of this unit, we are going to discuss about the student health services, student guidance and counseling, and student nurses organization association. Let us now proceed with the student health services to be made available in a school of nursing. 3.2 Student Health Service. Health program in School of Nursing may be extensive or limited. Regardless to this, provision is made for reporting illnesses and maintaining the health of students. Routine. Physical examination serves as an asset to the students as it helps them to perform their duties efficiently and to obviate any risk to which they might be exposed or to which they might expose others. 3.2.1 Objectives. The main objectives of the student health program are to help students to promote good health habits, maintain good health, prevent and control the diseases by early detection and treatment, prevent themselves from certain infectious diseases by taking the protective inoculations, maintain students' health cards. 3.2.2 Golden Rules of Physical and Mental Health. 6 Golden Rules of Maintaining Physical Health. Adequate rest and sleep. Positive attitude towards exercise and daily activities. Well-balanced food habit. Adequate fluid intake and regularity in elimination. Personal hygiene in general, necessary feminine hygiene during menstrual period. Good body posture. 2. 6 Golden Rules of Maintaining Mental Health. Respect yourself and others. Organize and plan your day-to-day activities. Permit your mind to control your entire self. Realize that life is a series of ups and downs. Accepts correction, rules and new ideas with an open mind. Develops your strong points and minimize your weak ones in an intelligent manner. 3.2.3 Health Assessment Program. Schedule of health assessment. Medical examination on admission. Annual medical examination. Health assessment during illness. Medical examination. Thorough medical examination of the students is done within a week as per the policies of the institution, which consist of recording of medical history, complete physical examination by the various specialists such as medical, surgical, recording of height and weight, testing of urine and stool for routine examination, testing of blood for TLC, DLC, HP% and blood grouping. X-ray chest. Immunization against TB, tetanus and hepatitis. 2. Annual examination. Annual examination should be carried towards the end of each school year on the same lines of medical examination on admission. The physical examination is done by medical specialist instead of various specialists. In case a student requires, refer to a specialist. During the year, the student's health record should be kept up to date with respect to illness, as well as treatment and protective immunization. Health records and weight charts should be checked by the physician. 3. Health assessment via Medica 1 examination during illness. During illness, medical examination to be done by specialists to detect any abnormalities. 3.2.4 Healthcare facilities. The healthcare facilities in a school of nursing should include following facilities. 1. Health clinic. Students' health clinic could be according to the policy of institution, may be staff clinic or separate students' clinic with all facilities. 2. Sick room for students. There should be arrangement for those students who fall sick. This arrangement may vary from school to school. The main purpose of having sick room in the hostel is where a student can be observed during her brief illness when hospitalization is not must. The public health tutorite home sister warden of the hostel is responsible for looking after these students during their minor ailment. 3.2.5 Health record. The student's health record should be cumulative one and should contain summary of complete record of the student's health for the entire period of her training. It would be ideal and essential to have the provision of monthly health records of the students in order for early and detection taking correct measure to address any health problems. The health program in School of Nursing may be extensive or limited regardless of the plan. There should be provision of reporting illness and maintain the health of students. Annual medical examination act as an asset to the students as the students are exposed to patients in the wards suffering from various illnesses. Maintenance of health record is essential for proper diagnosis and treatment on any significant deviation from the normal. 3.3 Student guidance and counseling services. Guidance is a universal function which is practiced in all walks of life and institutions such as home, educational institutions, business houses, governmental offices and hospitals and so on. It is necessary wherever there are people who need help and people who can help. Guidance involves helping the individual to solve problem that arises in his life but does not solve problem for him. Through guidance, students are assisted to discover their own ability to solve their own problems. It involves helping the students to adjust better to a required pattern. Guidance is the assistance given to individual in making intelligent choices and adjustments. The ability to make choices is not inherent and not everybody's cup of tea. Hence, it must be developed in each individual. Through guidance and counseling program, the students are assisted to understand their academic potentialities, abilities, and limitations. Guidance and counseling is the assistance made available to the students by personnel qualified and skilled counselor. 3.3.1 Definition of guidance and counseling. Guidance and counseling is assistance made available to an individual, one group of students, to help him or them to manage his own life activities and problem, develop his own point of view, make his own decision in identifying the solution to his problem with the assistance of qualified and adequately trained personnel. 3.3.2 Objectives of Guidance and Counseling. To help the students to adjust to group living and educational program, meet or solve his problem, make his own decision, discover and understand their academic potentialities, abilities and limitations, develop the ability of self-guidance. 3.3 3 Need for counseling. The students enter the nursing profession in their adolescence when they need constant guidance to develop a healthy philosophy of life and a positive attitude towards their profession. Apart from usual problem of change in environment, teacher-student relation, examination, financial security and so on faced by any students. In times of crisis or difficulties, the students usually turn to God and prayer or look for guidance and counseling from their guardians or parents. Yet there are occasions when the students turns to their teachers for the solution of nursing problem as a result of dissatisfaction due to change situations. The student may wish to discuss or require assistance as the difficulties may arise from number of sources ranging from adjustment to personal dilemmas as follows. Adjustment to a group living, educational program, professional responsibilities, to any personal emotional, health and psychological problems. These problems create fear in the mind of the students. Fear is destructive and drains away all the energy that may be utilized in creative learning. Moreover, education tries to bring about growth and development within the individual. To help the students to cope up with these changes, the service of counselor is indispensable. Hence, there is need for the organized guidance program by the qualified trained counselor. A qualified counselor on the staff would be ideal and should function as the director, while the tutor shall function in coordination with the counselor. In today's scenario, the task is broadened to include the guidance and counseling in educational, emotional, psychology, health and social adjustment. 3.3.4 Teachers' role in student guidance and counseling. Where there is no formal counseling program in the School of Nursing, here the teachers have a responsibility to assume the role of counselor. Teaching is not only imparting information but also they have sincere role as advisor in assisting the students to carry out the various school activities and lending a willing ear to those who desire someone to listen to their difficulties. Each tutor may act as an advisor to certain number of students. They should understand their personal motives and help them to formulate realistic goals for themselves by holding individual conferences with them at regular intervals. These conferences should assist the students to recognize their own problems and to handle the frustrating situation by identifying solutions to the problems. Committees can be formed and each teacher is made responsible to act as an advisor. Students are free to go to the advisor and consult them or they can go through the committee. Every teacher should be willing to deal with the problem creatively and help them to have a sense of belonging and satisfaction. Since the School of Nursing provides hostel facilities to the students, which is a home away from home, the students who live away from home go through lots of stress and strains, ranging from personal problem to educational and professional responsibilities, which needs to be ranked first in preference to be discussed in counseling session. In addition to her personal problem, she may like to have some assistance in her adjustment process to group living, the pattern of her life day-to-day living. 3.4 Student Nurses Association, SNA. The involvement of the students as an organized group is an important factor in the administration of the School of Nursing and meeting the objectives of the educational program. This is achieved by the formation of the student government. 3.4.1 Need for SNA. The student organization is an essential for the development of the leadership qualities and professional growth in the students, and it helps to maintain a spirit of cooperation and mutual help among the members. Moreover, it provides better opportunity for self-directed work. 3.4.2 Meaning. The Student Nurses Association is a nationwide organization of nursing students in India. It is an associate organization of Trained Nurses Association of India. SNA is a sister association of From Parent Association TNAI. 3.4.3 History. The Student Nurses Association was formed in 1929 at the time of the annual conference of TNAI. The nursing superintendent of the General Hospital Madras, Miss L. N. James, was the first honorary organizing secretary. It started with one unit at the Government General Hospital Madras, followed by Christian Rainey Hospital Madras and the Presidency General Hospital Calcutta. So far it has about members 30,000 from all the states and union territories. In 1947, full-time secretary was appointed. 3.4.4 Objectives. To help the students to uphold the dignity and ideals of the professions for which they are qualifying. To promote a corporate spirit among common goal. To furnish nurses with advice in their training and course of study leading up to professional qualifications. To encourage leadership ability and to help students to gain a wide knowledge of the nursing profession in all its different branches and aspects. To increase the students' social contact and general knowledge in order to help them their place when they have finished their training. To encourage both professional and recreational meetings, games and sports. To provide a special section in Nursing Journal of India for the benefit of students. To encourage students to compete for prizes in the Student Nurses Exhibition and to attend national and regional conference. 3.4.5 Student Council. The Student Council, which would be an executive organ of the Students' Association and will function as the officially recognized organization of students. It should be composed of 2 or more elective members from each class. It should have president, vice president and secretary and should maintain accurate records of all its meetings. 3.5 Sumamri. In this unit, we have discussed about the various student welfare services to be considered while running a school of nursing in order to ensure not only academic development of the nursing students but also to facilitate developing their physical, mental health, social health, and leadership qualities. Thank you. Subscribe to our channel for more updates, and we will see you with the next chapter.